Hi, welcome to this yoga flow for flexibility and strength. So we're going to start at the back of the mat in a kneeling position, and if this is uncomfortable for you or you have sensitive knees, then just take a cross-legged position. But we're going to put our hands in our laps with our palms facing up, and we're just setting an intention for this class, an intention for how you want to feel or how you want your day to be. And just take a few deep breaths and focus on that intention. And now raise your arms up over your head and place your right hand on the ground, and your left arm is going to stretch over to your right. So we're doing a side body stretch. And now the other side, so the left hand is going to go to the ground, right arm is going to stretch all the way to the left. And raise both arms up above your head again and twist to the right. So left hand reaches to the right knee, right hand touches the ground behind you. And switching to the other side, left hand comes to right knee, right hand comes to the ground behind you. And now we're going to open your knees and we're going to go into child's pose. We're going to spend a few breaths here, so just focus inward on your breath, taking deep breaths in and out. And now you're going to come up out of child's pose, and we're going to go on all fours and just do some cat-cows. So inhale, arch your back, look up, and then exhale, round your spine and look down. And just do these at your own time and following your breath. You want to sync each movement to your breath. Now you're going to go back to a neutral spine, walk your hands a few inches away and lower all the way down to the ground. And inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, one leg at a time into plank. Make sure your core is engaged and tightened. And inhale, bring your right knee into your chest, lower it down to the mat and shift it so that's facing the front of the mat. And you're going to stretch all the way over to your right. And come up to center and stretch over your left leg. And come back down over to the right. And you're going to repeat again to the left. And windmill the arms all the way down and bring your right knee into your chest and go back to plank. Inhale, left knee in the chest. Exhale, lower that knee to the mat and have it facing the back of the mat. And stretch all the way to the left. And then side body stretch to the right. Side body stretch again to the left. And once again, over to the right. Windmill the arms down, left knee into chest, back to plank. Now you're going to shift forward, lower down, chaturanga, upward facing dog. And we're going into our first downward facing dog of the practice. So pedal the feet out, getting a good stretch in the calves and the hamstrings. Do whatever movement feels good for you. And look forward, bend your knees, walk them up to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands overhead, doing a little back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank, and shift forward into chaturanga, and then upward facing dog. And flip over the feet back into downward facing dog. And now you're going to inhale and raise your right leg all the way up to the sky and bend it over to the left, opening your hip. And bring that knee into your chest and step it forward and lower your left knee down and come up into a modified low lunge with your arms up over your head. And cactus the arms and bring them to your mat and straighten your right leg, and we're going to do a half split over the right leg, so fold over that leg. Come forward, back into that low lunge. Cactus the arms again, coming down into half splits. Now come forward into your modified low lunge again. Lift that left knee up off the ground and back into downward facing dog. Now lift your left leg to the sky, bend it over to the right, opening your left hip. And bend that knee into your chest. Step it up and go into your modified low lunge on the other side. Cactus the arms again. Hands on the mat and into half splits. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, come forward. Exhale, arms back up. And cactus the arms, hands reaching the mat again, half splits once more. Now inhale and bend your left knee, coming into a regular low lunge, and go back into downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or hop to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up into Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms overhead again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you can step or jump into your vinyasa flow, chaturanga, into upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend it into your chest. And inhale, raise that leg up again. Exhale into your chest. And step it forward, and we're going to go into warrior one. And open up into warrior two. And flip your palm. We're going to go into reverse warrior with both legs straight. And shift forward, coming into triangle pose. You can place your hand on a block if you have one, or on your shin like I am, or all the way to the floor if you're advanced. And now you're going to bring both hands to the mat, and we're going to go into our half splits. Folding over that right leg, getting a deep stretch in the hamstrings. And we're going to bring our left knee into our chest and down back to the floor. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rise up. Maybe do a little back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump, or just step back into plank and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do the other side, so left leg into the air, exhale into your chest, inhale back into the air, and exhale, knee into chest, step forward, warrior one on your left. Warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm, exhale, reverse warrior with straight legs. Inhale down into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, windmill the arms down and into half splits on this side. Make sure your hips are in line in this posture. Knee into chest and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step back into plank and chaturanga. And then upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to repeat that again, but this time a little faster, and we're going to add more onto it. So inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee into chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the leg up into warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm, come forward. Exhale, reverse warrior with straight legs. Inhale, side angle pose. You can rest your right elbow on your thigh or bring that hand to the ground, whatever feels best. And from here, we're gonna go into half moon. So bring that right hand to the ground, stretch your left arm into the air as well as your left leg, and your hips should be stacked on top of each other. Your foot can be pointed or flexed. And bend into that right knee, and you're going to come all the way back into reverse warrior, but this time you're going to flex your right foot, and from there come into wide-legged forward fold. And we're going to do a twist here, so reach your right hand to your left leg and open your left arm up to the sky. And repeat on the other side, left hand to right leg, right arm opened up. And come back into center and reach the crown of your head to the mat. Now you're going to face your left leg and come into a lunge and into three-legged dog. And bend that left leg over to the right and come into wild thing. Press your hips up and open your chest. And now you're going to lower your hips down and bring that knee into your chest and back into three-legged dog. Inhale into the chest and step up into a high lunge this time. On an exhale, you're going to twist towards your left. Inhale, bring your arms up, and you're going to come into flying warrior. So straighten that left leg and reach your right leg back. Breathing in and out. And now you're going to begin to bend your right knee as well as your left knee and cross your right knee over to the left, and your left foot should be over your right thigh. And bring your left arm up into the air and twist to the right. Now you're going to begin to bring both hands to the front of the mat and come back into half splits. And bend into your right leg and bring both feet together. Now you're going to come up, hands overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into downward dog. You can begin to pedal into the feet again. And inhale, bring your left leg up into three-legged dog and meet your left knee with your left arm and come into pigeon pose. So you can stay up here if this is already a good enough stretch. Or you can begin to fold down and rest your head on your hands. Now inhale and come up out of this pose and come back into three-legged dog. Bring your knee into your chest and we're going to come back into our wide-legged forward fold. Now you're going to face your right leg and come into a low lunge and then come into three-legged dog, downward dog, shift forward, chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to repeat that on the other side, so left leg into three-legged dog, knee into chest, three-legged dog, knee into chest, and come forward into your warrior one. Open up into warrior two. Inhale, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse warrior with straight legs. Inhale, come into side angle pose. And now we're going to go into our half moon on the other side. So left hand reaches the mat, right hand reaches the sky, as well as your right leg, and your hips are stacked. And begin to bend into that left knee and come into your reverse warrior once again, but with a flexed foot. We're going to do that transition again into your wide-legged forward fold. We're going to repeat the twist on each side. Breathing deeply with those twists. And come back. Start to begin to face your right leg and come into a low lunge. And then come into three-legged dog. Open your hip and come into wild thing on this side. Pressing the hips up. Feeling an opening in the chest. Lower your hips down and inhale, bring that knee in. Exhale, three-legged dog once again. And then inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to high lunge. And we're going to come into our warrior three or our flying warrior. Now we're going to do that transition again. So bend your left knee, bring it over to your right, and your right foot should be over your left thigh in a seated twist. You're going to bring both of your hands to the top of the mat and then come into half splits on this side. And then bend into the left leg and bring your feet together. Now we're going to rise into mountain pose and come back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back into plank and shift forward into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right leg into three-legged dog and meet your right knee with your right elbow and come into pigeon pose. And same with this side, you can stay up here if this is enough of a stretch, or you can begin to lower down and make a pillow with your hands for your head. Now begin to come out of this pose, and we're going to lift up into three-legged dog. And you're going to bring your knee in, step to the front of the mat, and come back into your wide-legged. And now you're going to face your left leg and come into a low lunge. And then inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward dog. Come forward into plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then on exhale, you're going to come back into child's pose this time. Take a few deep breaths here, reminding yourself of the intention that you set. And now you're going to inhale and come up out of child's pose. And you're going to move your legs to the side and bring them in front of you. From here, you're going to lift your arms up and come into a forward fold. Now you're going to come back up and you're going to face the long ways of your mat. And you're going to bend your right leg in and extend your left leg. And you're just going to do a side bend over to the left. You can stay in the side bend, or you can completely just fold over your right leg, whichever option feels good for you. And then we're going to repeat on the other side. So left knee comes in, right leg extends, and then you're going to side bend over to the right. And you can stay here or completely fold over the right leg, your choice. And now you're going to come back up and you're going to come into a wide-legged straddle. And you're going to either just stay up on your forearms, or if you feel comfortable enough and you feel like your hamstrings and hips are open enough, you can lower all the way down to your forehead. Now you're going to mindfully come back up, and you're going to bring both of your legs together and come down onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side, doing any movement that feels good for you. And now just bring your right knee into your chest and make little circles with the right knee, creating some mobility in the hips. And now you're going to bring your right knee over to your left and twist over to the right. Now you're going to bring your right knee back into your chest and switch knees. So your left knee is going to be in your chest, your right leg is extended, and make those little circles with the left knee and guide it over to the right and twist to the left. And now you're going to bring both knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, and then come into happy baby. And you can rock side to side in happy baby as well if that feels good. And from here, just completely release everything into the mat and come into Shavasana. And from here, you're just going to focus on your breath, focusing on your entire internal landscape. And as you begin to deepen your breath, start to focus on the space around you, the sounds you may be hearing, the temperature of the room, and focus on how your body is feeling, any sensations that are going on within. And feel the support of the earth beneath you, and begin to focus on your body as a whole. Begin to scan each part of your body and feel the space and energy that lies within each different part. Imagine your body beaming with light and begin to feel that lightness within. And just continue to breathe and rest in this deep appreciation for your body, which is also your home, and for your practice. Just rest in this energy of pure love. And you can begin to blink your eyes open, wiggle your fingers and toes, or do a full body stretch to bring yourself back into this space. And you're going to come to one side into fetal position. And then from here, you're going to bring yourself up into a cross-legged seat. Your hands can rest on your knees with your palms facing up if you like. Taking a deep breath here. Then you're going to bring your hands to your heart and bow down, and you're done. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.